Hello, surviving motherhood readers. It's Amanda here from I Am Mommy, and I just want to say what a great day I've had. Thanks, Karen.
Yes, it's been fun.
Now is the highlight of our evening where we get to have an interview. And this is from your readers, from all surviving motherhood readers who sent in questions because they have things that they need to know about you.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Very inquiring minds. This is important information we're about to share here. So we're going to get right into it. Okay, so our first question for you is, and this is probably the deepest one, hope you don't mind. And this is, what is Karen's testimony? And have you been saved since childhood, or did that happen as an adult?
Okay, my testimony is, I grew up going to church. I was in Sunday school. I was in choir. Went to church camp. Was in youth group. Didn't know anything about being a Christian until I was freshman in college. Met this really cute guy. He asked me if I went to church. I'm like, yeah, I go to church. And as I talked with him, I discovered that there was more to being a Christian than just doing Christian things. I learned when I was 18 years old that I needed to have a personal relationship with Jesus. So that's what I did. I asked him to forgive my sins and come into my life. And that's when I became a Christian. So, of course, that was 20 years ago. I guess.
You mean 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Because you're 20 years old?
Yeah, or 38 or something. I don't know. But
we can't lie. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So that's my testimony. I grew up in the church. I didn't know what it meant to be a Christian until I met this wonderful guy who I later married. And then I asked Jesus into my life and began my life with him.
And thank goodness
Yes.
for that.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. Okay, Karen, we are ready for our next question. And this one is a little bit about hubby.
All right.
What is it like having a fitness guru for a husband?
Fitness guru for a husband. Well, ultimately, it is a good thing. But started off, I wasn't very happy with the way that he addressed my body.
And what do you mean by that?
This was shortly after we got engaged. We went on a weekend retreat with a bunch of junior high kids. Excuse me, and part of that involved running on sand dunes, which the next day made my body very sore.
Sure, yeah.
And so I asked this charming man that I was now engaged to be married to if he would give me a little massage. Okay, so as he's rubbing my glutes, he says, "So, storing up for winter?"
No.
Seriously. And I still married him.
But
But
whoa, I'm speechless.
I deflated quickly,
Yeah.
and he got a quick lesson on sensitivity to my body issues.
Thank you. Thank you, hubby. Oh my goodness.
But since then, and now that he's doing the fitness stuff professionally, he is very encouraging to me, and that is a good thing.
Yay.
But one funny thing that we kind of do, we actually do it. It's kind of funny. As a family, just for fun, we'll go into the studio and work out. Family fun night, the Hossinks, pump and iron.
I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, that's quite a little odd.
It is odd, but I'm a little odd.
But then
and
you
all
look
knew
at
that.
you and look, yeah, okay. There's a reason that you look so fabulous.
Oh, thanks.
Because you're so healthy, which is wonderful.
It
so,
is. It is a
so
good thing.
in general, it's a
It
plus.
is a blessing.
Okay, good.
There are times when it's not. When I would rather just have the chocolate
Doritos?
cake.
Chocolate cake?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we do get to have that sometimes.
That's good. Well, thank you, Karen, so much.
Thank you.
All right, so we're ready for our next question. And this is one of those wonderful, timeless questions that I love hearing people's answers for. So I'm so excited to hear yours. Okay, and thank you, whoever sent this in. I apologize, I don't have your name written down. Other than Jesus, if you could meet anyone from the Bible, who would it be?
Okay. We have talked about this. I have thought about this. And I really do think that I would like to meet Paul. And mostly, not mostly, but partly because I've just read 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, and I was so encouraged by Paul's encouraging words in there. And so I think I would like to meet Paul and just sit and listen to him and have him say things to me like he did in the end of 2 Thessalonians. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with all of you. These pages are just filled with that kind of talk, and as I was sitting there reading them, I thought, wow, this is so uplifting. So I think I would just like to meet Paul and just sit
And just
and
have
listen
him
to
maybe
him.
even like read some of these letters to you.
Yeah, that would be a
that'd be
great idea.
amazing.
Then he wouldn't have to think. He would just have to read.
I'm sure he knows them by heart.
He
you know.
probably does.
He's probably familiar with this little book here.
I think so.
Well, that was a great answer. Thank you so much.
So that's what I do. Paul. I would want to meet Paul.
Okay, we have one question left.
One left.
This is a fun one. Now, if you were a superhero, what?
I am a super. I'm kidding.
Girl, you got yeah, you have power. All right, if you were a superhero, what 3 powers would you want?
Okay. I just babysat my friend's children yesterday, and we watched Mary Poppins. And I think if I was a superhero and I could have 3 powers, I would want to be
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins
for your
because
superhero.
do you know why?
Yeah,
because
no.
she snaps her fingers and the clothes are folded and they go into drawers and the door is shut. Okay, would
So
you
we're-
not like to do that?
We're looking for laundry superheroes. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I'm on board for that.
Okay. She can take a picture and jump into it and go on this wonderful adventure.
I have a picture in mind. Caribbean. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's a
I
good
would like
idea.
to be able to jump into a picture and just get away. And give me an umbrella. Let me fly away. Mary Poppins. Snap my fingers, jump into pictures, and fly away with an umbrella.
This is, I think you're onto something. You know, I think Robert Downey Jr. should, get on board and create the whole motion picture around Mary Poppins. It's not just a kiddie tale anymore.
She's got a good line. I like that.
It could work.
Uh-huh.
We could have you consulting for it.
Okay.
It'd be good. Good
I would
movie.
do that. Thank you.
Great answers. Well, Surviving Motherhood readers, it has been a true pleasure to do this whole experience since I've never done one of these before. Am I hooked now? Am I going to have to do these every
Yes.
week? I think
She
you're
is
right.
going to learn how to use her webcam, and so you can go over to I Am Mommy and watch Amanda.
Well, we'll see. I'm not quite sure yet, but I just want to say thank you for having me, and Karen, thank you for coming to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we are kind of weird here in Minnesota, and we do lots of weird things, and you fit right in. Just want you to know that. So
Should I say thanks?
Yes, it was
Okay.
a total compliment.
Thank you.
So my final words to you would be, in the immortal words of Karen, to have a Jesus-full day.
That's right.